Hey everybody, Michael from MyRod.com, and I want to say hello to all the C10 lovers out there. There's a lot of you, more than ever, and growing all the time. And I understand the infatuation with vintage Chevrolet trucks. This wasn't so vintage when I was growing up. In fact, that was the best truck in the world, 71, 72 Chevy truck. Everybody wanted one, and for good reason. And still everybody wants one. Now, roll forward almost 50 years and people love these trucks. But the thing to have today, in my opinion, really is an updated version, and that's what we have here. It's been updated and it has fantastic updates. What does that do for you? Well, really quite a bit. It really takes some of the vintage out of the vintage truck. It makes it more usable for everyday real world driving. So this has been updated. We just got this in. I have really not even taken my first test drive. One of my buyers found it, brought it to me. I will take my first test drive and you're going to go with me. But let me read some specs real quick about this truck that will help you know what I now know. Okay, so it's been rebuilt with a fresh drivetrain, an LS updated modern drivetrain, the one everybody wants. It's the 5.3 version. It's got a matching overdrive transmission that came with it, 373 gear ratio. That's the perfect combination. You can sail cross country in this vehicle. It's got all the power that you need, and it will do the long distance, good gas mileage traveling that everybody wants. Okay, and this was done very professionally. We'll open the hood in a minute and look at it. Very, very impressive. Wasn't thrown together. Definitely built with knowledge. It has modern, updated air conditioning. It's the vintage air system, the best system out there. So it's all electronic controls. It's the perfect system for this truck. Cold air, we're going to need it. I'm hot in this airplane hangar, but it's much hotter out there, probably 100 degrees or better today. So it's got modern air. It also has a separate auxiliary condenser fan just to keep everything running cool. Okay, so here are some of the other items. American Auto wiring harness. It's got the Dakota Digital VHX instruments in the dash. It's expensive. In fact, all of this runs into the thousands of dollars. It's got a dual engine cooling fans controlled by the ECM. It's got 20-inch Riddler wheels mounted with new tires. It has a CPP tubular upper and lower control arms and ball joints. I'll show you a picture of that. It has new polyurethane cab bushings, a new grille, new bumper. Let's see, the seats. It's got modern seats that came out of a 2004 Chevrolet pickup truck. Super comfortable. Got a console in the middle. Very, very practical. New door glass, new vent window felt, weather stripping, that type stuff. New window regulators and hardware. Just everything freshened up just to make it really kind of a no issues, get in and go truck. Okay, it's also got a super nice sound system. I'll turn that on for you in a minute. It's an updated, Bluetooth compatible, USB port, USB connection, iPod compatible, 4 speakers. Sounds really, really good. Nice sound in the cab. Definitely makes the cruising even more enjoyable. Okay, so before we go on the test drive, I forgot to mention the name of this color, Indigo Blue. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, visually, it's a very striking truck. So Indigo Blue, that is the same color. They call it sometimes bow tie blue because it's the exact same color Chevrolet used for their bow tie emblem they put on the front of these trucks. So I also want to show you on the inside a couple of things real quick. So it's got a power seat, which is very cool. This is a super comfortable seat. I have sat in it, although I've yet to drive this truck. So also I want you to hear the sound system. Okay, so I have my iPhone hooked up to a cable. You can do this Bluetooth also. This thing's got 4 speakers in it, and it really sounds awesome. Let's listen real quick. Super cool. All right, let's go on that test drive. This truck drives with such ease. You can instantly tell, of course it's the modern suspension and brand new steering box, you can instantly tell that it's not factory. It's vastly superior to factory. And that's what upgrades and enhancements are for. They're to give you a better product, a more enjoyable vehicle. And this definitely is easy to drive, very enjoyable. Okay, we'll be out of the neighborhood here in just probably 2 minutes. The first thing you notice is, okay, you're in a much more comfortable truck than a vintage truck. I have a place for my cell phone right here on top of the console. The console has a built-in drink holder for my great big old huge drink here. I've got an armrest. There's a stash box here for stuff. Just super, super nice. And of course this folds up and you have more seating capacity if you chose to. And I think it's mid-90s today, very hot out there, but it's not hot in this truck. I've got the air currently blowing full blast. I'll turn it down in just a second, but let me see what this thermometer says here. Looks like it's 55 degrees, 55 degrees. So yeah, it feels good in this truck, no doubt about it. And in Texas, cold air is your friend. It didn't accelerate like that in 1971. This modern platform that Chevrolet has had out for a little while is fantastic. Every mechanic knows exactly what to do. It hooks right up to a diagnostic system. Anybody can work on it. You can get parts at O'Reilly. It's a well-known platform. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to cut the air back a little bit. And that cuts down some of the sound. Or can't even hear it now, but I can still feel it blowing. The vintage air system, I put that in almost all my vintage vehicles. I didn't build this truck, but the person that built the truck chose the right system, vintage air. And it's a modern system. It's all the brand new electronics. Okay, we're going to do a tight U-turn here, go back the other direction. Brakes feel great. Transmission feels great. Everything feels like what a modern truck would feel like. Of course, it turns with the palm of one hand. Okay, that popping sound you heard was the glove box falling open. I guess that wasn't secured very good, but oh man. Okay, who knew? Powerful truck. Okay, let's just say going at highway speed, you can quickly pass anybody you need to pass. It's got really good, strong acceleration, but that's no real surprise. These engines, they've got the power. They definitely make really nice power. This is a tried and true platform. Now, let's talk about resto-modded or updated trucks. Don't try to do this on your own dime. You need to buy the truck that's already built. It would cost a fortune to build this truck to this level. The paint alone on a truck, that's a lot of metal, and this paint is gorgeous inside and outside. This color, this indigo blue, is so beautiful. And then all the modern instrumentation, just the instrument cluster, the gauges alone, around $1,500. The air conditioning, to have that installed, would be about $3,500. Very, very expensive. Then you got the front suspension, and on and on. There's a lot of money that went into this truck. We got some really rough railroad tracks right here. Slow down for all those tracks in all my vehicles. Rough railroad tracks. Tight. It's a tight truck. I love that acceleration. That's modern performance right there. I love these gauges. They're just cool looking, and they match, the color in there matches the color of this truck. It's such a well color coordinated truck. It really is. Well, okay, that's it for the test drive. I'm impressed. I'm real impressed. I expected this truck would be an outstanding truck, and it really is. It's going to make somebody a wonderful C10. It can be used on demand as a daily driver. And it wasn't built to be a show truck, but it shows really well that you can go to any local show and people will be super impressed with this truck. Okay. Thanks for coming to myrod.com. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and come back often. I think you'll enjoy what my son and I are doing with these cool classic cars. All right, adios.